Let's prepare on the TNTRB Polytechnic Exam 2012 Civil Engineering question paper. Question 126. A batten column subjected to an axial force of 1100 kN. The battens are placed at 1.25 meter center to center. Depth of the batten plate is 300 mm. Length is 363 mm. Thickness is 6 mm and on two plates. The bending moment in the batten is what? So here the important points to be noted is the axial force and the batten spacing, that is 1.25 meter, and the number of plates. So these data are enough for finding the bending moment. So here moment will be equal to V into C by 2n. So this is the formula. V means it is 2.5 percentage of the axial load. So that is the value for V. So I have written as 2.5 by 100 because it is percentage of the load is 1100 into C. C is nothing but the spacing. So it is 1.25 meter and by 2 and another n is the number of plates. So here they have given 2 number of plates. So the answer is 8.6 kilonewton meter. So option B is the answer. Question 127. For long shallow girders with low warping stiffness, the critical moment is expressed as, so here option B, pi by L into root of EI by J. And then question 128, a column with unsupported length of 3.5 meter cross section, 420 mm cross 420, subjected to an axial load of 1000 kilonewton to be checked for the maximum eccentricity. So here this is the formula, L by 500 plus D by 30. So it is 3500. So everything I have written in mm. 3500 by 500 plus 420 by 30. So it will give you 7 by 14. 7 plus 14. So 21 mm. Actually there is another condition also. A minimum of 20 mm must be there. So here option C is the right answer. Question 129. The stiffness matrix for a beam element is given and the corresponding flexibility matrix they have asked here. Okay, so here we have already seen a type of this question in TRB 2017 question paper also. So what is the method to find this is, first we should know that the flexibility is just the inverse of the stiffness. Okay, so automatically this first term, no, EI by 63 will be an inverse only for the flexibility matrix. So in the options if you see means only option A and C are having 63 by EI. So within that only the answer will be there. And the next step what you should do is the values that is in the matrix, no, so that should be written in the inverse order. So how to write that means the first number and the fourth element, the first element and the fourth element of the matrix has to be interchanged, and the second element and third element of the matrix should be changed their sign. So this is the simple step we have to do. So this 4 and 36 has to be interchanged and minus 9 is there in second and third, no, so it should be changed to plus 9. So if you see that, option A will be your right answer. Question 130. A 3-hinged parabolic arch subjected to a load W at the L by 4 distance from left support. The rise of the crown is 4 meter, span is 20 meter and the W load is 80 kilonewton. The horizontal thrust at the support is what? So I have drawn the diagram here so that we can understand easily. So here comes the horizontal thrust at the left support, and then the reactions A and B will occur automatically in the left hand and the right end. So this is a constant things, and the value of rise, that is the crown, they have given us 4 meter, that is also I have written, and 80 kilonewton load acts at the left quarter. Left quarter means the whole span has to be divided into 4 quarters and in the left side quarter it has to be placed. So as it is a 20 meter span, I have divided into 4 parts of 5 meter span, and the left 5 meter span I have placed this 80 kilonewton. Okay, so first let us find the reaction. So to find the reaction, I have taken moment at this point B at 0, so that RA into this reaction into 20 meter and this 80 into 15 meter, that only will be getting. Okay, so that only I have written as RA into 20 is equal to 80 into 15 because both will be in the opposite directions. This 80 will be acting like this and RA will be acting like this. So I have written equal to. Okay, So on equating, we will be getting RA is equal to 60 kilonewton, and we know that the upward reaction will be equal to the downward reaction. So RA plus RB will be equal to 80 kilonewton, so that RB will be equal to 20 kilonewton, obviously. Okay. And then what I have done is moment at this C, that is at the crown, no, at that point it is 0, means we can find the H value. So when you are taking this point 0, you can take the left side area alone, okay, for calculating the moment. So H will be there, RA will be there, and 80, only 3 reactions are there. So the H is a horizontal reaction, so you should multiply it with the vertical height, okay. So H into 4 plus 80 into 5 will be equal to RA into 10. Okay, so when equating this, we know the value for RA, and if you substitute RA is equal to 60 kilonewton, we will get 600 minus 400 by 4, so that will be equal to 50 kilonewton. So here option C is the right answer. 131. The water flows upwards through a vertical pipe of diameter 5 cm and the height is 10 meter. For a constant discharge, the pressure head at the lower end of the pipe is 20.4 meter. If there is no loss, the pressure head at the upper end of the pipe is what? So this is the question they have asked. So actually we should always take like this, that is the pressure head plus velocity head plus the datum head and plus the loss. So we have to equate this in both the sides. That is, if in the lower, if you are taking pressure head plus velocity head plus datum head, means in the upper you should take losses in addition to it. So this has to be equalized. So that is the case. Okay. So here they have given the pressure head at the lower point is 20.4 meter. So I have written that 20.4 meter, and velocity head will be equal for both the things because it's in the same pipe. So velocity head we can neglect in this case. Okay, and then the Z, that is the datum head height. So here in the lower I have given a 0 and in the upper case I have written as 10. And losses in the question itself they have given no, if no losses is there, like that they are given. So we can neglect the loss also. So we will get the pressure head is equal to 20.4 minus 10. That will be equal to 10.4 meter. So option A is the answer. Question 132. The model analysis of free surface flows are based on what? So here it's based on the Froude number. Question 133. The specific speed of a turbine is given by, the answer is C. Ns is equal to N root P by H power 5 by 4. Then question 134. The condition satisfied by the 3 rooting coefficients of the Muskingum method is what? So here option A, C0 plus C1 plus C2 will be equal to 1. Question 135. The average daily consumption of water of a city is 1 into 10 power 5 meter cube. Then the maximum daily consumption of water will be what? So here option C is the answer. How means the maximum daily consumption is 1.8 times the average daily consumption. So we can multiply this directly by 1.8. So we will get 1.8 into 10 power 5 meter cube. Thank you and keep watching.